All right, today's session, let's get right into it. It is on ideal life. Now, when some people think of an ideal life, they might go to, I don't know, being on the beach, $1 million houses, all these crazy things, having so much money they don't know what to do with it. But the problem with that is it's good for a little bit because it's new and it's different. But if you're on a beach just drinking mojitos or margaritas or whatever it is for a year, you get pretty bored pretty quick. And as human beings, we feel happiest when we're doing something meaningful, where we're actually seeing progress. There's nothing quite as satisfying as setting yourself a hard task and then doing it. Every time I do parkrun, I want to stop running the entire time. Not much of a runner, to be honest, but every time I don't stop and I finish it, I feel so much satisfaction because I did something hard, something that felt really good and meaningful to me. And that's where we tend to feel the happiest. Now, they've done research on this and heaps of different studies have determined what makes a human being the most happiest. And the one that I subscribe to is that there's three main things that people want. One, they want to be free of financial concerns. They don't want millions of dollars and beach houses and all that. What they want is a safe place to sleep, enough food in the fridge, money for medical expenses if they need to, and enough money to be able to support and love the people around them in a way that feels fulfilling. They don't really need Ferraris. That's not where the meaning in life comes. But we need that financial freedom to be able to give. If we don't have that much, then we don't feel like we can support the people we really love and the charities that we want. So number one was they wanted to be free of financial concerns. The second one was that they wanted to wake up feeling excited for how they're going to spend the day. There's nothing worse than when you wake up in the morning, you're, another day at that job I don't like, I've got to deal with these people, I've got to do all these things I don't like doing, I don't know if I can do it. And you're just dragging your sorry butt through the day. It does not feel good. People are happiest when they wake up and like, you know what, I've got something today to do that I really want to do. I feel motivated, I feel inspired. It doesn't mean they feel joyous and they're, eating candy canes and skipping down the hallway every day. No, it's just they want to wake up feeling good about how they're going to spend the day. What they're going to do that day means something. They're going to be progressing their life. They're going to be making a contribution to their family, to society, whatever it is. They're going to be doing something worthwhile and meaningful. The third thing that they really need or want is to mix with like-minded people. We've all had that situation where we had to spend a whole bunch of time around people we didn't like and it sucked. We did not enjoy it. And it's crazy how much energy and motivation and enthusiasm can be cultivated within a person when you're around people you like. One of the longest human studies that's been ever done is through Harvard. And what they found was the people throughout time who had reported the greatest satisfaction in their relationships, in their personal relationships, with family, friends, intimate relationships, were the happiest and healthiest people that were going around. Even more so than, it had more of an effect than whether they smoked or drunk or went to the gym or something. That's crazy. So the three things that we really want as human beings is to be free of financial concerns, to wake up excited for how we're going to spend the day, and to mix with like-minded people. Now, unfortunately, most people, when I say all that, that sounds good, but an image doesn't come to their mind. They have no idea what this looks like. Like if you had those three things, what would your life be like? It's a great question. It's like, where would you be living? Who would you be spending time with? What work would you be doing? And one of the things that I've studied through mindset transformation work, every leader or thought leader, spiritual leader, anyone, philosopher, doesn't matter. They disagreed on so many different things, like what's the best way to be happy, all these different things. But there's one thing that they all agree on, and that is that we become what we think about. Wherever our thoughts are and how we think about certain things either attracts or repels certain things in and out of our lives. That's the one thing that they've all agreed on. So if we want to start experiencing our version of an ideal life, we need to align our thinking with the good that we desire. And one of the best ways to start is to come up with some exercises that we can do to create the thinking that's going to actually help us get those things, and also create the vision of what this is going to look like in our lives. So I want you to take a pen and paper, or you can open up a screen on your computer. You can be fancy like that if you want, but I prefer the pen and paper. I find that, I don't know, the best. Now, the first question is, and I want to preface it with a little bit of a story. is if we want to be free of financial concerns, we have to have a good relationship with money. I want you to imagine that you open the door and money's there in a human form, and it says, hey, I'm here to make your life amazing so you can give to charities, you can put a roof over your family's head. I want to come into your life and help you express the amazing person that you are and do heaps of good with and through you. What do you say? And then you look at money and say, you're never there when I need you. You're what's wrong with the world today. Only greedy, evil people want you. You make my life more and more difficult. You stress me out. Go away. You are not welcome here. And you slam the door. Do you think that money is going to come to you? No. You're actively repelling it with your thinking about it. Now, some people think, no, it's a noble thing. No, God, spirit, whatever you want to call the power of the universe or everything around you, it does not want you to be poor. It doesn't want you to have a crappy life. It wants you to be the best version of you. And it's really difficult to do that unless you've got money and a source of power to be able to do that good through. And money is a great source for that. If I gave you $1 million, you would not go and try and rob people and create more mayhem. You do good things with it. So it's a worthy thing to want money and to have a good relationship with it. So the first thing I want you to do is write number 1 on your pen, on your piece of paper. And I want you to write, dear money, I'm so grateful to you because. I want you to write a little bit of a love letter to money. So dear money, I'm so grateful to you because, and I want you to just go for a few lines here about why you're so grateful to money. If you get stuck at any point, just take a deep breath and relax. Don't worry, no one's going to read this.
It's not fair. I want to read it out.
Oh, at 8:30 when we finish, I'll give you a chance to share it, Nancy. Maybe you inspire us with some of your reasons that you're grateful for money. And you can also add in some future things that you might be grateful for money in the future. I'm grateful for money coming into my life so that I was able to donate to that charity this amount. I'm grateful that it came into my life because it enabled me to look after my parents when they got older. Now, that might not be right now, but if you want to add something in like that, that's a good idea. Future gratitude is a great thing. Now, if you want to leave a few lines here so you can add to this at a later date, that's okay. And we'll move on to the next question. I want you to pick an event or situation that's coming up this week or next and write about why you're so excited for it. So you can pick the weekend if you want, maybe you're seeing a friend, it's something at work that's coming up. And I want you to write number 2, I'm really excited because. I want you to think of a situation and allow yourself to feel the excitement. As I'm a mindset coach, so imagine I'm whipping you in your mind saying, get excited. Just write about why you're really excited for this event. Keep noticing all the good things that are happening around this event and all the good emotions that you're experiencing. Amazing. It looks like everyone's doing a really great job there of writing out the answers. Now I want to move on to number 3. Again, you can leave a couple of lines if you want to add to this later. I always find it's a good idea to read back the couple of lines and then just add something that comes to mind and keep myself in that vibration. So number 3, I want you to pick someone that you love and I want you to write them a short letter of appreciation. Think of someone that you love or that you care about, someone, if there's someone that you're struggling in your relationship with them, that could even be more powerful. But I want you to just think about someone that you really care about. You want them to be happy. You want them to have a good life. I want you to write, dear so-and-so, I'm really grateful to have you in my life because. So, dear Dad, I'm really grateful to have you in my life because. And really just tap into a feeling of love and wanting other people to have a great existence while they're here on this planet. Really allow yourself to tap into that feeling. Really enjoy this experience, guys, as much as you can. Amazing work, guys. Amazing. Hope you really enjoyed that. It feels really good to give love. It feels good to receive it as well, but it feels really good to give. Puts us in a great vibration. All right, guys. When you feel that you're ready, you can put the pen and paper down and you can start getting comfortable for our guided meditation / visualization. Today is more of a visualization, and especially when we're creating an ideal life, images are quite important. So we're going to go on a bit of a trip through your ideal life with some prompts and some chances for you to really get clear on what this might look like for you. So just take a moment now to get nice and comfy, stretch out a little bit. I like to put my arms up in the air and just get my back feeling good. Just move around, move your legs until you can get into a position where you just feel nice and comfortable, where you feel that you can relax. Now, when we're meditating, I like to keep my back nice and straight and not have my head against anything. If you need to support your lower back, then beautiful. But if you do support your head, you're most likely going to go to sleep. You'll get some images, but they probably will be dreamlike and not as helpful in this situation. But yeah, so just take that moment to relax. I'm going to put some music through. All here. And if you could just tell me if you can hear that, that would be amazing. Beautiful. Perfect. Perfect. Just take a moment to arrive into the space and just notice how your body's feeling. And when you feel ready, I want you to close your eyes. Now I want you to take a moment to just relax your shoulders, relax your neck, let your jaw relax, let your eyes go nice and soft. Just feel your lower back becoming really comfortable in the position it's in, and feel your legs just be completely at ease. Today, we're going to start off with a little bit of breathing, and we're going to do connected breaths for 10. That is just, we're going to breathe in through the nose and straight back out through the mouth. And every time you breathe in, I want you to just fill your lungs and your chest with as much air as possible. You're going to breathe in through your nose, and then you're just going to breathe all of it out through your mouth. And we're going to do 10 of those while being connected, so don't pause in between the inhale and exhale. We're going to do 10, and then we're going to take a break for a bit, and then we're going to do that 3 times. So I'm going to guide your breathing. I'm going to start with the inhale. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. 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 One more. In through your nose, out through your mouth. And just relax. Let your breathing go back to normal. Just notice how you feel. If you're relaxed, you feel stressed, we're going to do this again, one more time. Said we're going to do 3, but we're just going to do it twice. So this time, I'm going to count you in again. I'm going to do the same thing again. So in 3, 2, 1, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. 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 Now allow yourself to just relax. Again, just noticing how you're feeling. Allow the feeling of relaxation to just move all through your body. I want you to imagine now that you are sitting in a beautiful park and you're all by yourself. There's no one around you for miles, just a beautiful park, and it's at nighttime. The sun's just gone down, and in front of you, you can see a big projection screen for a movie, and it's set up right in front of you, and on the screen, in a fancy font, you read the title, which is Your Ideal Life, the movie. You realize you're about to see what a day in your ideal life looks like for you. You feel a mixture of curiosity and excitement, maybe apprehension, with more positive emotions than negative. And then you see the movie begin to play. I want you to bring onto the screen of your mind an image of your ideal home. let an image come to your mind of what the outside of this home might look like. See the color, features, the plants, whatever it looks like to you. As you see that image, I want you to slowly move that image towards the bedroom. And you realize it's a Monday morning and you can see yourself waking up. You look happy and ready to get into another amazing day. And there's one thing you really notice, and that is that you're 5 years older. This vision is in 5 years' time. Take a moment now to look around the bedroom. Maybe see a partner in bed. See some key elements of the room. Just enjoy it. Looking at yourself being so happy and ready for an amazing day. Now, as it's the start of the day, you're now going to imagine how you would spend the first few hours of this amazing day in your ideal life. I want you to take a minute now to imagine it's a Monday morning, you've got a morning routine, decide what time it is that you've just gotten up, and I want you to move slowly through the morning. It doesn't have to be perfect, just what you would consider to be a great Monday morning. Now, I want you to take a moment to think about the meaningful work you're doing with your life, what you are building or contributing to. Spend a minute here seeing yourself working with like-minded people in a way that looks, feels amazing. And if you're not sure what you're doing, try a career or something on for size. Just enjoy it. Spend a minute thinking about the meaningful work you're doing. And as you're going throughout this day, I want you to imagine for a moment that you're having lunch and it's with a small select group of people who you would love to hang out with. Maybe they could be someone famous who you really admire, friends, your parents. Imagine having a lovely lunch, either at home or at work or out somewhere. Just take a moment to imagine that. Now I want you to imagine it's moving on in the day, it's early evening, and you're either heading home from work or winding down at home. I want you to take a moment to imagine your ideal evening. Who is there? What are you doing? Just let a few images float across the screen of your mind as you watch this movie. And now it's getting right into the evening. It's nighttime and you're getting ready for bed. Imagine you can see yourself popping into bed, your teeth are brushed, you've done your nighttime routine, and you're just feeling amazing. You're living the life that you always wanted to be living. It's not perfect, it has its challenges, but you just feel really full. You feel grateful, you feel blessed. I want you to imagine that you're lying down, saying goodnight to your partner or maybe an animal that's there with you. And just imagine that you're closing your eyes and you just see a flood of the images of the day you just had. Money in your bank account, the people that are in your life, the work you're doing, it all just feels really good. And you're excited to wake up tomorrow and live another day in this life. And as you see your eyes close, imagine you're back in the park and you see the movie's now ended, and on the screen it's saying your amazing future is waiting. And there's something inside of you that just feels a magical pull, inspiration, of determination. You just feel it welling up in your body. It feels so good. You feel so determined. And I want you to now take a really deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for a second. Just release all the air out from your body. And again, just take another deep breath. And again, release. I want you to think of a few key things that you saw in your visualization that felt really important to you. What are the really key aspects? I want you to hold on to them. I want you to feel really safe. You're all good, feeling amazing, feeling determined. And I want you to now come back into the space, start to sit up nice and straight, wiggle your toes, wiggle your feet, feel a wave of determination just come over you. You're ready to take on all the challenges that you've got this week, and you're ready to move towards what it is that you really want. You feel really powerful, And when you feel ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Welcome back. Amazing work, guys. Amazing. Hope you really enjoyed that. Hope you saw some really beautiful images. And if you found it really difficult, that's okay. That's a good sign that this is an exercise that's really worthwhile for you. It's really difficult for us to ask the universe or ourselves to create something that we can't see. It's like saying, I want this piece of IKEA furniture, but you can't see what it looks like. Here are just all the pieces and nuts and bolts, and you got to put it together. The first question you'd ask is, what does it look like? It's hard to build something without an image. And if you really struggled with this exercise, please reach out. That's one of the things that I really pride myself on helping people with. It's one of my favorite things. It's quite a difficult task to do alone sometimes. And if we've gotten involved in thinking that's not serving us, then it can be even more difficult, because we can actively, like I said, with the money thing, we can be repelling what we want by the way that we're thinking, and we have no idea. There's a statement I love, and it's, if you believe a limiting belief, that will become a truth for you. So if you don't believe you can have the thing that you want, you need someone to challenge your thinking on it. And that's why I love getting coached myself, because my coach calls me out on all my BS, and it's unpleasant, but it's really helpful. Thank you so much for coming here tonight, guys. I really appreciate you coming along. When you exit, there's going to be, I think it takes you back to Meetup, and you can leave a review for the session. If you could leave an honest review for it, that would be amazing. It actually helps get more people along to this. One of my goals, and this is one of my visions, is I'd love to get 100 people on one of these calls by the end of the year. And that happens if you guys, leave reviews and bring a friend along or tell someone about it. These are free. I do them every Monday. This is the 15th or 16th one I've done, and I'll be doing them to the end of the year. My business coach has told me I should be charging for them, but I am not listening to him on this one, because I just feel that personally, in group settings, going through lessons like this, it's where I got so much of the transformation that I experienced from, having my chronic fatigue syndrome and being addicted to all those painkillers, to suddenly the only time I've been sick 3 times in 5 years. And one of them was COVID. I don't count that. But from going from where I was, only being able to work 20 hours a week, 24 hours a week on a good week, to being able to work full time, quit my job, go on to this, I just really want to give back, and I want to help people improve their mindset. It's a difficult thing sometimes when someone says it's just the way you're thinking about it. But in a lot of the cases, it's now become so evident to me, I can't deny it. So bring people along, give it a review. The way it works now is, if you want to jump off, go for it. I'm going to stop the recording. But yeah, if you want to jump off and go on, I hope you have a fantastic week. Give yourself a pat on the back for being here. You guys did an amazing job. This is not easy.